Hey everybody, welcome back to the show.
Jonnicom.
First of all, I just wanted to say thanks for the feedback on the video all about the Sharp Twin Famicom. There were a lot of really nice comments on it. It's only going to get better from here on out. I'm going to take my time with those videos though, so I figured that I could do something a little bit different between them while I'm editing them, writing them, all that, because it takes a long time. So I'm going to do kind of like mini videos in between them, and this is one of the first ideas that I had. I wanted to do kind of like a follow-up to the Twin Famicom video, so that's what this is. I'm gonna go over a little bit and tell a little bit of a story about how I got this thing. So as I said in the Twin Famicom video, I grew up with the original Nintendo, you know, with these cartridges and with this boxy controller, even though this is a customized controller, and you know, this box right here, which is pretty iconic. I think everybody knows this box. Nintendo designed it to look kind of more like a toy, which they actually did with this as well, but we'll get to that. It looks like a VCR to me. That's why the cartridges actually kind of go in through the front here. I mean, how much more VCR-like can you get? The Famicom, that is the actual name of the Nintendo Entertainment System in Japan. It stands for Family Computer. They called it the Famicom for short. That's kind of where the name comes from. And I actually wanted to have this when I was making this video, but I accidentally ordered the Famicom Mini, which I'm not sure if you can see it back here or not. I accidentally ordered that, I didn't mean to, but now I'm stuck with it, so I put a bunch of games on it. So I finally got one of these in the mail. I've hooked it up, it already plays, but I figured that we can check that out as well. I just kind of wanted to do an overview on it. Like I said in the Twin Famicom video, it's got a lot of the same things that the Famicom does. So for instance, you have these really short cabled controllers that are attached to the back of the console. You don't get much leeway with that. You have to be sitting right in front of the TV to play this thing. It also has a very noisy eject button. It also has this little flip cover, so you can protect the pins inside and make sure they don't get too dusty, which when I got this thing, I literally pulled out a centimeter of dust from it, so I don't think that the person who owned it before me used it at all. You've got your standard reset button, you've got a power button, which very clicky. You know you're turning this thing on or off when you use it. Mine also fortunately came with the little cover for the controller port, so that's pretty cool. It's kind of rare to see them complete like that. Usually this little piece gets lost, so I'm happy to have one that actually has it on there. And as you can see, the controller is probably the most iconic part of the Famicom, that gold and burgundy red. It's really nice looking, even today. I think it's my favorite looking controller. I mean, they're the exact same with different color schemes, but something about that shiny gold is just so cool. And of course, it takes Famicom cartridges like we talked about, so you just pop them right in. And this one's actually really tight, and it'll play the game. You can pull the cartridge out, or you can use this extremely loud eject button. But I don't suggest it. You get stuck, it's just not very well designed. And actually I read somewhere that the only reason that it has an eject button is because when the creator of the Famicom was making it, the Famicom was made to be a toy initially. It wasn't made to be this high-selling game system. So he said, kids like buttons. So he put an eject button on it because kids like to push buttons. If only kids were as easily entertained today. And the other thing that I wanted to point out is that while the NES and the Twin Famicom are generally the same size, the Twin Famicom is a little bit bulkier, but generally they take up about the same amount of space. The Famicom is really tiny, and that's something that I think is really understated because this thing saves space. So if you're the kind of person that doesn't play a lot of games with text on them, the Famicom might actually be a good route for you to go if you're trying to save space. Now, you're not going to save money doing that because you're going to be importing the games and they're probably going to be more expensive to do that, but if saving space is your thing, we've got you covered. But yeah, really I just wanted to kind of go over the Famicom a little bit because I didn't have one on hand when I was making the Twin Famicom video, so I just wanted to do a little follow-up and just kind of give you guys something while I'm working on the next video, which I haven't even decided which one is going to be the one I start working on, but I have a lot of ideas and scripts that I'm working on. I just wanted to let you guys know that I am still making stuff. It's just going to be a kind of long time in between the bigger documentary style videos. So give me time, and you can follow me on Twitter for updates on that stuff. But yeah, so anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed the videos so far. I hope that you're looking forward to more. I'm definitely having fun making more. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video, comment on it, let me know what you think. Any questions that you have or anything like that, feel free to comment below as well. I'd love to talk to you. As I said in the Twin Famicom video, I want to share my love of this stuff, this history of gaming and game consoles with as many people as I can, because I really enjoy talking about it, sharing with people. So yeah, just hit me up in the comments. I'll see you next time. Well, I won't see you, but you'll see me. One other thing that's important to remember is that because it's a Japanese system, I'm not sure what the logistics are behind it, but you actually have to have your TV tuned to channel 95 or 96 on the coaxial input to play Famicom games. Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the future here, reminding you, if you're gonna get a Famicom, make sure you get the proper power brick. You cannot use the NES power brick on a Famicom, but you can use the RF adapter from the NES on a Famicom. So just make sure you do your research and get the right power brick. You see what I mean by sitting right in front of the TV? No training wheels on this one. This is the Japanese version. Skills to pay the bills. This is my favorite part of the level. This green hue with the blue. I just think it's so pretty.